is a low sun angle. We have achieved the winter solstice, and behind me in southern New England, the snow has pretty much disappeared, but it's a totally different story. Meteorologist Mike Carmen went out in the snow pre-dawn on our Tuesday morning in Mount Washington in the middle of the 2-day blizzard. Mount Washington came in with 1.5 feet of snow with winds to 100 miles per hour. You melt down that snow, that's what he does with that canister, to 1.8 inches of liquid. That is a lot of precipitation. That was base material snow that came through the region, especially the tops of the mountains, Mount Mansfield, Mount Washington, Katahdin, a place like Stowe above 2,000 feet, it was powder, but some of the areas had a little bit of rain, or good base material as we call it. Now what's happening is a storm I thought was going to come up from the Gulf of Mexico went off. There were actually some tornado warnings in Alabama on a Wednesday. Now this is a Wednesday evening sunset. The calendar says it's winter time, December 21st, and it's cold. There's a high pressure system overhead, and the pattern is loaded. It is a really fuzzy crystal ball for the weekend. It looks like after a dry Thursday and the sub-zero air Friday morning, it's going to snow, a strip of snow along and north of I-90. New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and southern Maine gets snow for Friday. It's a powder afternoon. And then it's going to be a wild card weekend. We have a mixture of sun and clouds and rain and snow all weekend long. It looks like Saturday we may have a freezing rainstorm even as the sun tries to come out in places like Pennsylvania. Maybe a freezing rainstorm in Maine, and maybe a snowstorm for Quebec and Ontario. And then Sunday, Christmas Eve, we probably get a day off in between with some maybe breaks of sunshine for the Patriots game. And then the clouds fill back in for Christmas Eve. It's a wild card, especially on Christmas Day. The front is going to be stalled from Florida to Maine. Looks like additional low pressure could bring some snow, and it could be heavy snow for parts of New England and then eastern Canada on Christmas Day. And then the real polar vortex. It was just a baby polar vortex late November and parts of December. Now we're talking about sub-zero air on the thermometer coming in for the middle of the week, and that too is going to come with snow. So you've heard a lot of talk about rain this weekend. It is negligible. We're going to have a net gain of snow, and to start off 2018, it looks like it's going to be a snowy, harsh, cold winter pattern. We'll see you on the slopes.
Bar down again.